Hello everyone. Before we start today's video, if you could all do me a solid and lightly tap the like button, perhaps share the video about and leave a comment. If you are not subscribed, subscribe as well. It would greatly help this channel. Thank you very much. Well, isn't this just fantastic? Captain's log, subdates 221218.9. I think I just saw Ensign Bork replacing Merry Meggy Moistmas month signs with Sithmas signs. Should I go and dust off the guillotine and give him the French Revolution treatment? Hello everyone, welcome to This Week at, and yes it's the second one, Twitter, or twat. 2 parts in one day. What a time to be alive everyone. Today we're going to start with Tampax trending. They were a few weeks ago. It was, to me, quite harmless and amusing. But there's more to it. It's insidious. It is clandestine. It is despicable. And we here take anything Tampax related super serially. Now before we get to one of the main reasons they were trending, I want to read a few tweets that are connected to the fallout of the original reason they were trending. Jessica O'Donnell. Hey, at Tampax. I just bought a different brand for the first time in 20 years. Hope your sexualizing women's periods like creeps was worth it. Has anyone got this thing in their head of the guy who adored periods that Bering covered multiple times? I wonder if he's the CEO of Tampax. Under Tampax's original tweet, which has since been deleted, Henny Inglis, have you employed your ambassador, Dylan Mulvaney, to run your social media too? Your products are garbage anyway. Ineffective applicators, absorbency levels that are nowhere near what you claim, strings that break. Adding, and ladies, I'd always thought this tweet was funny too. You know where not to shop. Included is an image where Tampax had retweeted their original post that got them into so much trouble the first time by saying refuse to let Twitter shut down before we shared this tweet. Always replying, how long have you been saving this one? Tampax. Since last period. I see those jokes just roll off the tongue. I was going to say flow, but no. Tampax eventually put out an apology, saying we messed up with our last tweet. We removed it and we apologize to everyone we offended. Respect is central to our brand values. Our recent language did not reflect that. We have learned from this and we will do better. Reply from Amy E. Sousa. Your spokesperson is a grown man who does sexist, dehumanizing parodies of girlhood and you sexualize women's periods as some kind of male competitive conquest fantasy. You have lost the plot and women are sick of it. Hashtag boycott Tampax. By the way, because I scrolled down through a few tweets, I found another one of interest from July of this year. Amanda retweeted with FFS. Tampax had tweeted, Little Miss pretends her period is over after day 3. Oh boy. Whoever was running this Twitter account, do you want to run mine? I know that some companies should be seen at all times as being very professional. Let's go with that. But I've often found the best way to be relatable is to have a human running the account and not a bot merely promoting your products. I assume by the logic I get from all these tweets that I've seen in the trending tag, whoever runs Tampax needs to be replaced with something solely designed to shill. Because jokes, innuendo, double entendre, euphemism, metaphor is not acceptable decorum on Twitter. No matter what you are, who you are, what you do, think, say. Oh, how pathetic. Your lives must be really dull. The original tweet that they deleted was not RAPEY. No, it was a tad inappropriate, of course it was. But it was just banter. All of this is. To read so deeply into it shows that you are genuine, lonely individuals. Now, while we're on the subject of Tampax, I've got a video to show you. Just a quick video, just because I genuinely did not notice it until an Anne with an E pointed it out. So if you didn't notice, don't worry, many of the intrepid Twitter users did. For example, Zoe Beth, no doubt mispronounced that, love this, but why are there tampons and pads in the refrigerator too? And with an E, do we just ignore the sanitary towels that are in the fridge because I have questions? With virtually everyone replying pretty much yes. Someone had speculated perhaps his partner likes their bits to be cool. Do let me know in the comments if that is factually accurate. Does it perhaps like a good fruit keep them healthier for longer? Oh god, I can't finish that sentence. Instead, let's move on to a Twitter thought. There are many of them. They typically post a picture of them in some form of undress or wearing very little, showing off breasticles and big large booty that will undoubtedly give them arthritis before they're 40 based on their 3 to 6 day leg workout. Dust. Would you? 2 images accompanying it. Jertle. I would not. Sorry. Dust. I do not care. Jertle. But you asked? Interesting fact though. Dust ended up deleting the tweet. Others also saying, but you asked? Apparently in turn she was memed because of this. You asked a question, given an answer, you didn't like it, you clapped back, and then you ended up deleting the original tweet in the first place, forgetting that the internet is forever. Unfortunately it wasn't archived quick enough, but we do have a screenshot. You were a thought. Congratulations. And to answer your very much philosophical question, no, because I don't want to be helping you walk at the age of 35 with your hips failing after having them and your knees replaced. Additionally, if your response to it is I do not care when you ask a question, and someone says no, chances are the vacant expression on the first image is an accurate summation for what is going on in your brain 25 hours a day, 8 days a week. As we've been blazing our way through the month of Merry Meggy Moistmas, mythically, magically, mostly, I think it's okay for us to slide in a few things concerning Chantal, Foodie Beauty, Big Beautiful Me, and her husband, Salah. For this, I'm going to use a tweet from Mo Translates. This totally makes their love more believable. Now, if you've seen any of their content together, it is quite dull. But Chantal is desperately trying to fall back on old habits, trying and failing. She's been aligning with some people perhaps she shouldn't, but you know what? It makes you more interesting. So carry on. It's spicy. Just don't dox. Foodie Beauty posted, "You make my days so much brighter. You are my light in darkness. You make me laugh, smile, and never sad. You help motivate me to keep going and become a better version of myself. I have so much fun with you. Every day is an adventure with you. You make me feel like we are the only people in the world because your love is all-encompassing. I thank God in my prayers for bringing you to me. You know exactly the feelings without even having to tell you this. I'm so in love with you and look forward to living my best life with you forever. Most importantly, you take care of me. Before I met you, I felt like I was the only one in the relationship. Nothing was even, and I never felt security like I do now. I feel taken care of and loved and beautiful. Blah 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 blah." With Salah replying, or Chantal possibly on the joint channel, "I'll keep loving you until the day I die, and even after that if possible." So anyone want to bet that Chantal posted the post on a community tab, wrote the reply from Salah and Chantal, and then replied to that underneath with more stuff? It's interesting you mentioned God really, because you've admitted your only interactions, Chantal, with regards to Islam, which I believe you say you are and are not converting to, come from Instagram posts. It's not a joke. She actually said that. So next we go to Julian the Baker, clearly a stable human, from a Twitter user called Red Dead Infinite. Now, interestingly, you'll notice we can't see it. Not blocked, there's another consequence here. Thankfully, I archived the original thread though, before the fallout happened. People who deserve to die are thread. Disney haters, pro-lifers, Republicans, conservatives, Trump supporters, DeSantis supporters, crypto bros, homophobes, transphobes, people who don't accept their children for identifying as LGBTQ, Maps, the head of the theology department at the Conservative Catholic High School I used to go to, the people who bullied me out of the Conservative Catholic High School I used to go to, the Respect Life Club at the Conservative Catholic High School. Oh my god, there's some bitterness here. Members of the QAnon, global warming deniers, flat earthers, Italians, people who waved the Confederate flag, Barbara Streisand, J.K. Rowling, and freelancers, end thread. Now, if you notice at the top, there were more quote tweets than there are likes or retweets. There were more, but, well, this is where we get to the fun part. You see, Red Dead Infinite deleted their Twitter account, or deactivated their Twitter account. They are no longer with us on the Twitter anymore. F Indeed. I wanted to throw this one in there because it tickled me to no end, and I like to share, especially when it's such cringe. So next we're going to go to a random block of the week. I actually saw this while I was recording. It was just by chance. One of those things where you randomly just scroll through things, you click on bits that pique your interest, and pow, there it is. I'd retweeted Barbecue Chicken, who had tweeted that usually happens when people rely on YouTube for income and they have nothing to talk about because Chantal is boring right now. I had retweeted that with, sadly, when people become too reliant on one another this happens. Shame really, as many could branch out and diversify their content to prolong their time on the platform. You have to start early though, and commit to it or no one will watch you. Julian the Baker replied, agreed. They are just mad because every FFG livestream is 50% just everyone letting their frustrations out for Chantal. 10% food discussion, 10% Frenchie's dad feta agenda, 5% inside jokes, 10% discussion of random things, and 15% random facts. Kooky is here. Don't forget to rinse the shower with cold water. Now this reply intrigued me, so I clicked on the profile. Her pinned tweet read, I always knew my boobs would try to kill me, I just assumed it would be through suffocation. That tweet had my attention, because we Brits are renowned for liking the boobage. And then I noticed I couldn't see a tweet from somebody called Dallas. Hi, don't know what I've done to offend you, but I like all those emotes in your name. It's a lot of them. I think I might know why you blocked me. Now I want to go back to my first tweet for a point. When it comes to being a creator, I know on this channel, the biggest videos on my channel concern Amberlynn Reid and Chantal. One on Social Repose, I'm Alex, Mini Lad, Onision, a couple do crop up here and there, but for the most part, the big hitters are the girls. For the majority of the year though, I don't make videos on them. Why? Because I don't want to. I want to make content that I enjoy making. It's just a shame that doesn't resonate with my audience that well. Hi audience, hope you're well, hope you're enjoying your Moistmas season. I'm not trying to dunk on you, it's just a statement of fact. One has to diversify if they want to be on the platform. Others who do live streams all the time, I'm sure they do diversify. They have to. If they want to retain the audience, they've got to make sure the audience comes with them. But you can't just change. You've got to do it carefully, casually, or your views will take a hit. There are many within Hater Nation Girl world who have suffered because of it. Because they tried to make changes and then they realized, turns out I'm a one-trick pony, one-dimensional. This happened in many communities. When I was a part of what was considered the skeptics, the anti-SJWs, they didn't move away, and many of them crashed and burned. I'm still here. I like to believe attrition plays a part in that. If you want to make it as a creator, you have to learn to adapt. You've got to play the game. It is a sad statement of how things go, but unfortunately that is what it is.